Well, there was a hint that he may have come for the New Zealand Cup yesterday, but he settled for blinkers, 3,200 metres at Sandown, and Yogi the Bear got the job done in the Sandown Cup. It was going to happen. Would he have won the New Zealand Cup yesterday, you think, by a furlong or 100 metres? Or
would have been a
just
homecoming
mostly
for him. Actually, he's actually from the South Island.
Yes,
as are you and I. It cost $1,000.
$1,000 at the South Island sale.
Are any of those owners still in? Didn't keep a share, like 1% or something?
Well, how could you have 1% of a $1,000 horse? It would have cost you $10. Would have cost you $10.
They
he bought 2 cappuccinos for that, Sheldon.
$2,000. I think they sold them for slightly more than $1,000. Did they stay in?
470,000.
There was a 160k race.
He might come to the Auckland Cup.
Gee, he's a classic New Zealand bred horse.
Auckland Cup's a lot of money.
Raised the flag, isn't he?
And you don't have to race Team Williams, who yesterday won another one of these zipping classics with that other thing. What's it called? Taj Mahal again. Here's Yogi. And it's a good call. Bit of fun having a horse called Tiako Shark and a horse called Yogi, because the commentators can play with it, make it a bit of fun. And people need fun by the stage of the carnival because they are out on their feet.
Yeah. But Matt Hill, the commentators, had a great carnival. He's taken over from one of the best ever in Greg Miles. And
he's a great bloke, Matt Hill. Like, I've spent a fair bit of time with him, mate. EMC'd some functions with him. He's just a really good guy. And what he does is he doesn't get distracted. He doesn't get distracted by the punt, and he doesn't. I can tell when a commentator's punt. And I can, and I hate it. Yeah. I'm not talking $2 when I've had a crack. I heard one yesterday, and when I hear it, it annoys me because that's not your job.
Okay.
And it takes a lot of mental discipline to not let the punt affect your job. And I punt, it doesn't affect my job. I couldn't care less. Yeah. They win, they lose. The Zipping Classic, by the way, Tuya doesn't need to punt, Team Williams, because they have so much money because they built a casino. But now they've also got the Taj Mahal, winning this race for the second year in a row. This is very much a consolation race, Bruce, because it's only worth $300,000 now, which in the scheme of these carnivals, yes, I would like to win a $300,000 race, but I don't own a casino like Lloyd Williams used to. So for them, it's become very much a consolation. He's a very game horse, the Taj Mahal, but
just got it done on pace race. Del Harold there over on the inside. Taj Mahal. They've made the race
yesterday.
Team Williams have won this about 8 of 16 times, and it's easy to get dirty on them because they win so many big races and they've won so many Melbourne Cups. But you consider they've had a really tough spring.
Yeah, so that was
they ran second in the Caulfield Cup when they looked like they were going to win, and they have a horse break down in the Melbourne Cup, which would have been absolutely heartbreaking. So, look, I know they win a lot of races, but they probably deserve something to go right in the carnival.
Yeah, he was a serious sort of Caulfield Cup contender too. He ran 5th in the race. So
he's the horse who put the pace into the race. Yeah. They actually brought him out here last year. They only won one race last year when they brought him out nominated for the Cox Plate, but he's turned into more of a handicapper than a sort of weight for age horse.
So a serious racehorse, probably catching the late spring stayers running on empty yesterday in the Zipping Classic, the Taj Mahal. She was probably running on empty, Savvy Cope, over the Australian Carnival. I suppose in hindsight she may have actually peaked for the Livermore Classic, but of course the news this week that she's now moved to Team Waller, which has got to be a good thing.
Well, it makes sense. She's won a Group 1 3-year-old here. The Oaks, she's won her Group 1 weight for age here. So the next part to her resume to complete is a Group 1 in Australia.
Do you think she can do it? I think she can do it. She can win a big race
in the Livermore form.
I think she can win a Group 1 Mares race.
Yes.
I don't think she can win a Group 1 weight for age race.
Right.
And she'll get too much weight in a Group 1 handicap race. So she can't go to a Doncaster and win that. So
that fella might not be riding her so often.
He might be.
J-Mac might be.
He won't see it. Exactly. He's going to Waller. Almost every good horse we come across now, the conversation comes up. Tiako Shark, will it go to Australia? Because when you want to breed from these things, the money you can sell them for is exponentially bigger if they have Australian black type form.
And everyone wants to go to Australia for a holiday and to collect some money. I mean, if you've got the horse, have horse will travel. Get over there.
You know, that wouldn't even bother me.
It's life.
You know, when you've got a horse that's good, that doesn't bother you. Because $400,000, you win a $400,000 race, because it costs a stack to get a horse trained in Aussie.
Yeah.
And you get $200,000, that's irrelevant. It's what they're worth as broodmares heading forward if you have black type, because then you have the option to go to Karaka and the Australian buyers want to come, or you can go to the English sales, or you can flick them on at the Gold Coast broodmare sale. Now, they'll keep her for sure, I would say. But it just changes the whole blueprint of a filly's mare's career and all her other filly foals after that.
Becomes a business decision, doesn't it? We sort of discussed in the last few weeks about the New Zealand influence on the Melbourne Cup Carnival. The horses didn't deliver, but I suppose the people certainly did, and J-Mac did a great job by winning the Carnival's best jockey. This was his
And
best
this was
ride.
probably the ride of the Carnival, wasn't it? In the green and yellow colours, Shillelagh getting the Group 1. What a story it's been out in the wilderness after the suspension to come back and to be the leading jockey of the Melbourne Cup Carnival. That had to have been
It
sweet.
was a point system, it wasn't the most
Yes.
wins, was it?
Yes.
So he was consistent.
There's a silver lining to what happened to James. And there often is when a young man or woman gets a kick of the arse at an early age because you come back stronger and better and wiser. Because he had a betting offence, he can't ride in Hong Kong for 5 years.
Right.
Well, we wouldn't be able to keep him if he could go to Hong Kong because they would just love him. They would want him so badly there. Now he has the option to be a 9-month-a-year rider in Sydney, Melbourne and occasionally pop home to New Zealand. I wouldn't be surprised to see him here Karaka Million night.
Do you think J-Mac's the finished product yet?
Oh, as a person,
Yes,
he's a far stronger person than he was before he did time.
Right.
He realises this is a business now. But
thought
also,
there was
more
a-
importantly, he's got the option too, which not many guys have in this part of the world. 9 months here and then to go to Ascot and spend 2 months in that part of the world.
That'll help him, won't it?
He's got that option,
Yeah.
whereas not many other people here have.
I just thought there was a wee glimpse of still immaturity with the Yucatan pull-up.
Look, I tell you, when you spend time with him, he's a totally different person. He used to be a happy, gregarious young kid. He's now a businessman, and he's also got a very bright, young, determined young lady behind him in Caitlin Mellion. So I'll talk about Karaka Million night. I think he might come home for that.
He'd be a
because-
good draw card,
So,
wouldn't
Sir Peter Vella's a huge part of his
Yeah,
support crew.
true, yeah.
And we talked about Karaka Million. Well, here's Neptune's Spear. This is winning yesterday in Queensland. This one's out of Karaka, and trained by Liam Birchley, who loves bringing a horse to Karaka, of course. And
Yeah, he's won it twice with Hardline and Sister Havana, and the Super Easy son, too good on debut and coming here.
yeah, out of Hallmark and Hallmark Stud, I should say, and coming here. It's going to have one more race and then come here. When you see how the Australian two-year-olds go versus ours, and we haven't seen a superstar one yet, you would say that's a name to remember. So Neptune's Spear, a name to remember for. Thank you, well done, Shelby. Just keep reminding us of
Neptune's
that. Can you text me that later on for Karaka Million night?
And timely, we're talking about Karaka with the ready-to-run sales there Wednesday,
You gonna
Thursday.
buy? You gonna buy?
Always on the lookout.
Okay, seen anything we need to worry
It's
about?
445 to
Got
choose
shares
from.
Hey, if you buy
Shares
Yogi
available?
for $1,000, we can all chip in a
You
little
probably would
bit.
have run a feel in 14 seconds.
Ginger
or
nut.
something.
I'll take 1%.
Ginger Nuts and Tiaki Shark coming out of the sale too.
Yeah. If I see another horse race, I think I'll go away and hide in the horse ambulance until it goes away. I think I'm over it for a week.
Nah, I'm not. I love it. Mate, I feel re-energised by that. I feel re-energised by that entire carnival. It was cool.
No, that'll do the horse racing. That'll do for the horse racing for a week, I think. I'm
So,
going to
so what else can you do for a job?
I'm
You're
gonna
going to become a male model. Do they have dwarf male models? Is this a real thing in your
It's
life?
not,
or-
look, fair to say it's not as lucrative as it was.
No, exactly.
But I think what I'll do is I'll concentrate severely on the quiz on Air New Zealand. I think I'm betting 40%. I've only been up and down about 18 times. You'd think the answers would come more fruity once you'd seen them a few times, so I'm going to concentrate on that.
How bad's a safety video?
I love that. I've got to work out where the safety factor comes in, but it's quite entertaining. I'll be able to watch it. Wayne will be back again next week
Time
with
to
Mick and also Bruce and special guest. I think we've got John Allen coming in. Other than that, I might go to the trots for a change. Until next week, mā te wā.